Hey, I'm Jack, and welcome to my dual PC gaming setup. To help further show my point of how I use my two PCs, I've done this extremely shit drawing in Paint. Yay, isn't that nice? But as you can see from the diagram, on the right hand side I have the gaming PC, and the way I fixed my audio for this is I use two separate mics. So I'll come onto that in a second, but essentially I have one gaming PC on the right hand side, and that has the HDMI port. In my case I'm using a VGA, so I can do the 144Hz, but that's going straight up to the gaming display. Then I'm running my audio through my HDMI, and I've got a HDMI cable plugged into my capture card, so I'm running a duplicated screen through that HDMI, and I'm also running my audio through there. For me that shows up as AVT GL310, which is the model of my capture card. So I'm just doing that as a pass-through, because on my capture card itself it has an audio output, so I can just plug a headphone jack in and I will hear that audio, but that audio is also carrying on going through, so it's just like a splitter. It carries on going through the USB, which is on the other side of the capture card, which continues on, that goes through a USB, so that has the desktop from my gaming PC, has that video and audio going through it. And then when I came to the other side I was like, great, so now I have my PC now has the audio input and the video input from my gaming PC. That's great, but then you think about it, okay, well all they can really hear is the game. They can hear and see the game, but they can't hear me, they can't hear my voice. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, but yeah, they can't hear me. So I was looking online and I was looking at the different options that I had. Some had some really janky software that I just didn't want to mess with, and a lot of them were just like, oh, you can just duplicate the sound if you go into your sound settings, go onto like listen devices and repeat them, but then you just have to listen to yourself the entire time. So I was like, that is not an option, I do not want to do that. So instead I just got another really shit mic. So now I have my nice blue snowball going through my stream. So that's my streaming mic, and I got this cheap like £15 mic off Amazon next day delivery for my gaming PC, because I mean, to be honest, if I'm using in-game mics anyway, it's not going to be the cleanest thing going, and when I talk over Discord and stuff, like, my friends can deal with it, let's be real, they can live with it. But that's simply it. That is my overview on my PC setup from a very shit drawing on Paint perspective. So I think next I'm just going to go over the gear that I have and do a couple of shots and stuff of what I have, and I think that's pretty much it. But if you've got any questions on how I did it, put them in the description. I'll not in the description, in the comments, and I'll go through them and I'll answer them, or I might just make another follow-up video on how I actually set up each individual thing. But I use Streamlabs OBS, and it is the most simple shit in the world, genuinely. You just plug it in, you click on what you want. Like, if you're not just a fucking dumbass, then you'll get it instantly. Like, I'm a dumbass, and when it says add sources, then you want to add sources, you just hit the plus. And then every time you're like, I'm not too sure what it is, you just hover over what you want and it tells you what it is. Like, it's not anything rocket science, but I can go over the finer details at some point, like how I set up my capture card, and the one thing I did find was a bit of a problem was maintaining my resolution. So I run Counter-Strike in 4x3 stretched, and that's the game that I stream most frequently, and I couldn't get it to stretch across the stream. But that, you don't do that on the streaming PC side, you do that on your gaming PC side. So just under the NVIDIA control settings, display settings, you just click on under like aspect ratio issues, you put scaling on, so you just make it fit the screen, but I can go into details, but there's loads of shit on YouTube and Google about that. But yeah, if it's needed. So yeah, thanks for watching. I think that's pretty much it. I think I can do this all in one take, to be honest. I don't think I've missed anything out, because that is genuinely just how it works. It's really simple. You've got two PCs, you plug them together with this, you just run the audio through, and then you just run two separate mics. And that's pretty much it. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Ciao.